Alrighty, and here's the video review for the Rage of the Hercules set from TFC Toys. It is TFC-007, and under here is the Chinese translation of Rage of the Hercules. And I want to point out that it is, in fact, Chinese in the... we'll get to the joke about that anyway here in a minute. But inside, there's the box. Just a standard little package there. And inside, there's a tray with all the pieces in it, just like that. There is also, in here, there is a little cardboard backdrop. Shows kind of a line art of Hercules, the poster art. There is a little spec card and the instructions, as well as a poster. This is where it's funny. Here's the poster of it, like that. And up here it does, in fact, say, this is the Chinese translation of the Rage of the Hercules, so please don't call them some Japanese words in a review. Which makes me laugh. And I may have been guilty of that, and if I was, I apologize. What got me, I don't know Chinese or Japanese all that well. What got me is this symbol right here. Looks like a Japanese symbol I learned in some of the very basic Japanese classes I took in college. So I apologize for the confusion, guys. If that was one of mine, I'm not sure. It's been a while since I shot these reviews, but if I referred to them as Japanese words, my apologies. So in the set, you got all these pieces here. We'll go ahead and actually, here is, oh, what has happened to him? He's deformed. But in the set, go ahead and get the tray open here. Really easy, no tape. Always nice, no tape. You get a new head. There's a head with, the screaming face. And you see that even the forehead, the shape of the basic overall head is different from the original. You get a new visor, and I can't take this off because I glued it on because it did crack. But the plastic is much thicker on this one. It shouldn't break. Much less prone to breaking. I've had no issues picking this up. You can squeeze it. It doesn't bend and crack like the first one did. My only issue with it is that it doesn't go all the way up to the... yeah, there we go. The top of the head. It leaves a little bit of a gap between the top of the visor and the forehead crest here. It's kind of hard to see, but it's slightly annoying. Nothing horrible. It also comes with a face. You can pop the face off just like before, and it comes with a mute face. There's just no mouth on it, and you work to get these in there. But there he is, just no mouth Devastator. And then while we're at it, here is the Dr. Wu chin that I couldn't show you before. Comes in this little pack. I'll just show you what that looks like on him as well, with the extra chin guard, like that. Which is actually it's a really nice lower face for Devastator. And again, you can put their Hercules or whatever. You can put the visor on that as well. It almost looks kind of like Fort Max in the comics, if you gave him a couple little wing crests. But anyway, and you can just pop that. You can pop the old one off. Pop that one right back onto the ball joint here, on top of Hercules. Oh, visor stuck to my finger there. Just like that. Go ahead and put the visor back on. I'm so used to mine not coming off at all that it's weird getting used to that visor again. And we'll refocus on Hercules there. How about that? Alright, so the rest of the pieces. You get a new gun. Here's the handle piece and the barrel piece. And you just plug the barrel right in there. But again, all these ports, you can build different things. They're all designed with pegs and peg holes, so you can combine them with some weapons and make various things for the individual robots. I'm not going to go through all the various combinations because just like everything else, you can build pretty much whatever you want with them. But there's the new gun right there. We'll put that aside. Each side has new shoulder pieces, or shoulder extenders, and again, there's pegs here, peg holes here to combine them into weapons. You can plug this out. There's a little plug here that you can use to peg into, on the side of the gun here, like that. So you can use these parts as other things. Use your imagination. It's kind of cool. But anyway, these go on just like this. They just snap directly onto the shoulders. Where's the other one? Here it is right here. So you just snap those on with the screws facing the back. Just like that. Nothing spectacular yet, right? But that's okay. And now there's these new forearm pieces, like this. And how these work is you transform them into the regular arm mode, but with the treads up in vehicle mode. And for Neckbreaker, it actually is just into vehicle mode. Just like that. And then these pieces right here, you open these up. They're on hinges. And there's a couple little pegs in here that, utilizing what's already there, this peg right here, you just peg it in, wrap it around, peg it in again. You can see there's the hinge for the elbow. And it's actually got a little swivel and a ratchet hinge up here. We peg that in, and because you just saw as it kind of came loose there, it comes with this extra piece. It's not really an extra piece, but it's got a hinge on one side. You plug it into the outside of that, and then fold this down, and it locks it onto that joint. So now he's got a new forearm, which is pretty cool. He's got 3 holes in here again. You can use these forearms. There is a little, again, another one of those little pegs for combining if you want to use it with something else or to attach. You can attach the gun underneath his arm if you so choose, like that. Just various things like that. It's got one of those pegs, and then you just take his hand and just plug it into the middle there. And there's his new arm. And then you just plug it right. This is where it gets tricky because you got a couple joints working against each other here. But you snap it on, and now he's got wider shoulders and a more G1-esque with the treads look to him. And it's the same for neckbreaker here. Turn him into vehicle mode. Get his forearm. And again, it goes. You see the pegs kind of over to one side on this, so make sure the peg is closer to the robot body. Peg it in. Flip this up here. But it just clamps onto into this little area right here. Just like that. And then just like the other side, we've got this little piece right here. It goes around the outside and pegs in. Pegs that on. Plug his hand in. And then it's kind of hard to keep his shovel together when you're doing all this. It likes to fall apart. But clip that all together. And then again, snap that right onto the shoulder piece. And that's pretty much it. There's the Rage of the Hercules completely on the body. Again, he can hold his gun right here. There we go, plug it in. And he can hold, here's a gun, since I used a couple of the guns to extend his chest wing out. Here's another gun I made, a little shotgun type gun that I made out of the other remaining pieces. Which you can hold, which I have him hold over here. And there you go. There is the Rage of the Hercules all together. See if I can raise it up to give you a better look. And it does make him look a little bit more powerful. It's pretty decent. Here he is, since this kind of gives him more of a G1 look. Here he is with the Green Giant version. See if I can get them both in the frame there. Yeah. I think overall, in this configuration, I prefer the Giant. I think he looks more cohesive, whereas the extensions up here make him look a little awkward, because it originally wasn't designed with that in mind. But it looks okay. I mean, like I said, for some reason, pictures and video make this look way blockier than it really is. And you can see I've added a couple of the cabs here. I've used a couple of the extra guns to hold these cabs from him and him underneath the body to kind of widen the upper body there. But it does make him look bigger, more powerful, and again, more G1 if that's your thing. Like I said, I think overall, like Giant is one of my favorites overall. Is my favorite overall. TFC is like, it really depends on what you're looking for. Giant, I feel, is more of a collector figure, like a high-end G1 Devastator collector figure, whereas TFC is more of a, I want to play with that, break it down, and bring it off the shelf and fiddle with it toy. It feels more toyetic, but it's really cool. Personally, I think for Hercules, I prefer the original arrangement. I like the fact that they took the initiative to turn those treads into forearms and give him a little, like an updated but different look to his G1 self. But this is actually, the more I'm sitting here looking at it, it is really pretty impressive. But there it is, the TFC Toys Rage of the Hercules set. Oh, one of the other things you can do, you can leave this attached up top as normally. The ports here, you can attach his crane to his arm as another weapon like that with those ports. I forgot to show that off. But yeah, anyway, there you go. There is the TFC Rage of the Hercules. It really is a neat set. You can get it at TFsource. They're out now. They're available. So yeah, if you feel like your Hercules has just been missing something, there it is. The TFC-007 Rage of the Hercules set.